There are a number of reasons why the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child is fundamentally significant. 1989 was a shift in at least two respects. The first thing is, this wasn't just a declaration on the rights of children, it was a convention on the rights of children, and in UN language that meant governments who ratified that convention were buying into the principles in the convention. It wasn't just, oh well, if we can we'll try to, it will be an aspiration to do it. And the second feature about the UN Convention is that it fundamentally changed the image of children. What the convention did was shift the agenda to respecting children as social actors, as agents, as needing respect, as individuals in their own right. To put simply, in addition to having protection rights and provision rights, they also had participation rights. So the UN Convention was ratified 1989 onwards, and that became a very important signal for viewing the world's children and progressing their rights. But it was around 2004 that the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child became aware that governments, states parties as they're called, were neglecting young children in their reporting. That they were kind of interpreting children to mean older children. And the UN Committee then issued General Comment 7 as an attempt to help government to interpret the articles of the UN Convention specifically in relation to young children, to show that early childhood is fundamentally important, that young children also have a voice which needs to be respected. Of course, they may not be able to speak, but they still have views and they have a point of view, and that needs to be the starting point for thinking about the best way to treat them. It's always important to remember that the UN Convention is a set of principles. It's not a recipe book. And many of the words used in the Convention, the right to development, the right to health, the right to education, are very broad concepts, and they have to be always interpreted to the particular situation. And the lives of children are constantly changing as societies change and new issues come up, and they involve reinterpreting what the Convention means.